So hi, Look Noise Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
And we're here with
Jacob.
And Josh from Tropic Gold.
And we're some questions to say about the new EP, Sick to Death of Everything. So congrats on that, by the way. How do you guys feel about the response to it so far?
It's been good, isn't it?
It's been kind of crazy, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, it's been a lot. It's been like our quickest streamed, like most shared, like body of work, which I don't think anyone's expecting. I don't think anybody has expectations unless you're like a massive band. But like, it's been so overwhelmingly positive. It's been really cool. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, the EP rips.
Dude, the EP is so fucking good. I was ripping it this morning, and I was just like, damn, hit after hit, crazy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah. Your publicist was also raving to me about it when I reached out. She was like, you made a good pick. The band rocks. Well, everyone's saying it. Band rocks.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. That's really cool.
Oh, yeah.
So is there any meaning behind the EP title or cover art?
I think the EP title was a bit of it came after everything being written. There was like a few EP titles that were floating around. And there was just this kind of theme of just like, this is shit, isn't it? And this is shit as well. And then it just got to that point of being like, being sick to death of everything. And it was basically just like an outburst kind of.
I don't know if we even went out with the intention of the songs necessarily being like that, but it just kind of did.
It just kind of happened. Yeah.
We were kind of sick to death of everything, and the songs kind of reflected that. So
it was pretty much like a kind of overthought but underthought kind of thing, if that makes sense. Like it was like, well, this is just obvious. Like it doesn't need to be. It took a long time to get to the point of being happy with it, like, name wise, but and the EP art as well is just something that was very much like I guess just symbolic of just like, if you are like sick to death of everything, you can kind of look at that. And we always just referred to it as like the demon guy, didn't we? But it's more so like an inner kind of
like an inner feeling,
like an inner shadow.
Everybody has that person, doesn't it? Everybody has that kind of feeling in that person inside them. And
Gotcha.
Simple as possible, and we felt like the simplicity of it almost lent itself to the name. So
yeah, absolutely. So can you guys tell us a little bit about the writing process for the EP?
So I think the writing process started. Happy was the first one that we wrote for the EP, which we released last year in June, and then the writing process from the song Happy kind of it enveloped quite quickly, didn't it? We had like a bunch of different tracks that we were working on at the time. Some of them didn't make the cut. Some of them got chopped up into different versions of the songs. Some of them just got cut completely.
Yeah, Sweat is a good example. Like Sweat on the EP was a full song that was like a normal band song, really, before it was like butchered into what it became now of this half song, mini song, interlude kind of thing. And really, like the only things that got taken from the original song were like all the vocals that you hear in that, like all the glitchy vocals are like chunks of like verses and choruses and stuff
from a full length track that we just in the end decided that it just didn't fuck enough. So we were like, let's just do something with it,
Well, I guess that song as well. It also turned into Angels. Angels Are Gone as well, didn't it?
So then like the first track on the
so EP one of the songs that were bin turned into two of the songs on the EP, which is great. Like I love it when shit like that happens.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, two birds one time.
Yeah, right.
So you mentioned it started after the first single kind of came out, the bulk of the writing process. So can we get a rough time frame of like when the writing process overall started and when you guys had the masters in hand for the EP?
When would that have been?
I mean, honest, first of all,
it's always happening, isn't it?
Yeah, the writing doesn't stop.
The writing doesn't really stop. But I think the point where we were like, every time we turned up, we were like, what do we work on? I think that might have been like September, maybe.
Yeah. When did we? So it was July, then it was Dead to All My Friends. Yeah, maybe like August, September. Yeah, I think
something
you're right.
Like that. End of August, like mid August, something like that.
And then
to be honest, everything was done by Christmas. So we kind of had to have everything done by Christmas.
Other than Happy,
other than Happy, which we released prior to that, but that was really just because we wanted to release something, didn't we? And it ended up sort of.
We knew we were working towards an EP, and we didn't want it to just be like the same kind of stuff. And I was really quite passionate about not doing another 6-track.
Yeah.
even though, you know, like it's more of a, even though it's not like 9 full songs, there's like some form of concept and like flow to it. That is different to just having like 6 singles that you know, a 6-track EP that in the modern day of releasing, you release 5 of them as singles every 6 weeks, and then you release an EP with 1 unknown song on it, but then that's the focus track, and it's just like the method. And there's nothing wrong with doing that, but I wanted to really make sure that, you know, the small fan base that are there do get their own kind of thing of like, oh yes, I've been waiting for these 4 additional tracks, be it interludes or 2 additional songs, like whatever it might have been. Like, yeah, so it was very much masters in hand. January, I think I submitted the EP 6 weeks before it went out.
Damn.
So
Wow.
yeah,
and
so
we've done the singles run up to that point. The only thing we hadn't released was Angels, which became the focus track, which we did a video for,
and Sacred,
and Sacred, while we were on tour in February, and then that sort of came with the bulk of it, and that was it. It's out in the world.
Yeah.
Damn straight. So, what song off the EP took the longest to write, and which one is each of your own personal favorite?
Longest to write.
The longest.
Longest to write. I suppose it would be how many. Longest would probably just be in terms of iterations, wouldn't it? As in, because like, it tends to end up that the song is a song quite quickly, but then things get pulled apart, and that section is like, oh, that's not good enough. Let's do a new section of this. So I suppose the one that maybe took the most to get I reckon it was Euphoria. I think that had the most amount of changes. We did the most amount of verses for that before we were happy.
Oh yeah,
we did
you're
the
right.
most amount of choruses for that until we were happy.
Yeah.
I think musically, I actually think it probably was pretty much there from the word go, but I think vocally that one changed loads. So it might have been Euphoria, I think.
Personal favorite is such a good question, because I always change my mind.
Personal favorite, yeah.
I think
it wasn't, but mine is now Dead to All My Friends, but it wasn't my favorite. But then when it was sort of in the stack of like the order that we put it in, you know, Angels,
I felt exactly
when you
the
come
same.
out the back of Angels and it goes straight into Dead to All My Friends.
Yeah.
When I first listened to that as like a listen through, I was like, damn, this fucks.
I think I've got I go between 2, which is like for different reasons. I think full song, like wise, I think Angels Are Gone is my favorite, just because I think it's like before we started writing and releasing music as Tropic Gold, we were writing really heavy music together, and we decided to not go down that path. And I think I'm just really happy that that's like back out there now.
Kind of come back,
like, but music. But then I go to like Nosuke is like, I'm so proud of that song.
It's such an anomaly song.
And
it's quite pretty in its own little way.
I think that's exactly what it is. I listen to that and I'm like, if I heard this, I would save this. Like, so even that it's not
like a minute 50,
and it's like a minute 50. Yeah. So like, favorite full song, Angels, but not Nosuke, just from a writing and like production perspective. I do love that song.
For us, Nosuke.
All right.
Straight.
So for this question, I want each of you to pick your favorite lyric off the EP and tell us the meaning behind it.
Oh my god.
I forget all the words until I'm on stage. So,
oh boy.
Mine would probably be Take Me Down to Hell. I Want It.
Oh yeah.
Euphoria. Just because I think it's like a bit of a like almost like maybe like a bit of like a double entendre in itself, and there's no reason why you'd want to go to hell. There's no reason why you'd want that to suffer like that. And that in itself is almost a little bit cathartic, you know. It's a bit reflective, isn't it? Take Me Down to Hell. I Want It. You know?
I think kind of on the reflective note, I think for me, like going back to Nosuke, the second half of that song is like the very repeated I just realized I don't like the being I've become, so I'll just realign to where you want me. That's quite like a quite a personal thing for me. So I think that is very much like quite. It's a lot deeper than it can sort of sound. Yeah, so I think that whole chunk is my favorite, really.
Hell yeah.
Sounds good. Hell yeah. And would you guys be able to tell us where your headspace is at while you were creating the EP?
All over the place.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I think
all
that's
over
quite.
the
I think
place.
that's quite indicative as well. I mean,
Yeah.
like the opening track is. I say track. The intro to the EP sets you up for. This is going to be a therapy session. This is like a response. Somebody at the start of the EP has said like, "How do you feel?" And
The first line of Angels is, "I've got a feeling
Yeah.
there's something fucking wrong inside."
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think it can always. It doesn't. We don't necessarily have to be in a bad place while we're writing, but it always ends up being that we write about times where we've been in bad places, and not necessarily even like bad places. Like Noske to Ipsum, like he's really like about like ADHD basically.
Yeah.
So that's not necessarily like I was in a really bad headspace. It's more so like this is just like acknowledging things. So I think like the whole EP is more so just self-reflective broadly, as opposed to X happened, so this song got written, or this headspace was happening, so this song got written. Because that's what it was like for me.
I think for the most part as well, during the writing process, we were in a positive headspace. I felt more positive about this writing process.
Yeah.
Actually writing it than I did about writing, the previous EP. It was less daunting writing this one. It was less daunting being in this. I felt more comfortable.
I think Euphoria as well is a good example of it not necessarily being somewhat like overly negative headspace. Is like that song is basically about like social media and the internet, and just like how much it fucks with your day-to-day routine and whatnot, and like it's that very like computer driven kind of world. And so again, that I think that was in the midst of like you can't just be a band anymore, you have to be like a content machine as well. So a lot of that can come from that, which that's part of the game now. It is what it is. So yeah, I think that's a long-winded way of answering.
It's a difficult question to answer. I think for the most part, I'd say we were quite positive doing it. I enjoyed it. So I was positive when I look back on it in that respect. Yeah,
absolutely.
But I wouldn't say there are many overly happy songs on there. As like but they all have their meaning, and like Josh said, they're all broadly based around certain things. So
absolutely, hell yeah. So how do you guys recommend your fans to listen to this album for the first time? Should do in the car with friends, in the dark with headphones on? Is workout EP, party EP? What do you guys personally recommend?
I'm a lover of headphones on,
headphones
like
on.
Start to finish, like for the first time.
Yeah, definitely. Take it in, soak it up. Get yourself a glass of wine.
Yeah.
Sit down in your comfiest chair.
Yeah. Get some crisps.
Yeah, get some crisps.
And just take it in.
And just take it all in.
I'm headphones over everything. Even when I'm writing or recording or whatever, I'm headphones because I just want it. But I also listen to music dangerously loud, which you shouldn't do.
That's dangerous. That's dangerous.
Maybe don't do that.
Too far gone, babe.
Yeah,
Too far.
Oh, Jesus.
But at the same time, it just hits so much harder. But I don't recommend that.
Yeah, not at all.
Especially as a musician, you need those ears, man.
I'm getting told off.
You're getting told.
I'm just speaking facts, man. Come on.
Cut this out.
Yeah. Headphones on, front to back for me.
Yeah.
Well, not the headphones front to back, but
Well,
you can do if you want. But
if you're feeling a little
to the
crazy,
left, me on the right.
Things like, ooh, get a little wild there. Oh my goodness. So this one should be super, super quick off the top of your heads. I want you guys to describe this EP for new listeners in 3 words. 3 words each, 6 total, no more, no less.
Do you know how late it is here?
I have no idea, but when it said 5 p.m. EST or later, I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're over and it's later over there. That's late. And they willingly agreed to that.
It's
like 20
it's 20 past 9. This is where we just start.
20 minutes later than my bedtime, FYI.
Twin. Yeah.
Right, 3 words. This is too many words. Go on.
Cathartic healing journey.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Good.
How the fuck am I supposed to make better than that?
It's a high bar.
Fuck.
This is so difficult. That's such a good question, but I was so unprepared for it.
Never had a
That's
question.
the
about that in
point.
an interview. Yeah, it's a very good question.
I'm gonna say heavy fucking pop.
Fuck
yeah.
Hell yeah. See, you got it.
You did it.
got it. Damn straight.
And then that same train of thought, is there a certain feeling or emotion you want listeners to have while going through the EP?
Whatever comes to them first.
Yeah.
If someone listens to it and they don't have that immediate connection with like the lyrics, but they're like, fuck, this riff goes so hard, then that's sick. If somebody listens to it and they're like, I understand this on a deeper level, then that is just as sick. If somebody hates it, then that's fine too. That's up to them.
At least they checked it out.
So yeah, at least they
Got
listen
those
to
streams. Yeah.
it. Exactly. More money in my fucking
Yeah.
pocket.
Was it? Yeah.
The what? The 10th of a penny you guys get?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Fucking
0.0065.
of a pig.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's it. Was it longer than 30 seconds? If it wasn't, fucking
Yeah.
go back and listen again.
I think whatever. I think connection is the biggest thing, and that can come from lyrics, music, vibe, like whatever it might be. If somebody wants to listen to it, like I said, eyes shut, headphones on, front to back, or if they're just like, I want to put something on in the background, there's something that they're connecting to, and I think that's like the most important thing for us.
Yeah, big time.
Damn
Yeah.
straight. All right.
Definitely.
And are you guys able to touch on any particularly challenging or standout moments during the creation of the EP, positive or negative?
For me, there was a lot of things where we did go that extra bit heavier than we have done in recent years, which was more of a throwback to what we were doing before we started releasing music. And we used to be really contained in like, this is too heavy, we can't do this. And I think it was a positive challenge, because when I was writing stuff before, like showing Jake, I was really like making sure that I was like, nah, fuck this, I'm just gonna leave this in. Like, this is so like I love how heavy this is.
Yeah.
It was also, we really like putting like some singing over something that's really heavy. So it was quite like refreshing to do something like that rather than just, I don't think there was a reason why The Angels Are Gone was the last single, because I don't think anybody was expecting something that started like that from us. And we just wanted to, just fucking hit them in the face with it.
Yeah,
so.
that's it. We hadn't really done anything that heavy. Well, in a long time. I mean, we'd had heavier parts in songs previously, but we're going way back, like 2018 sort of thing. Like really, really long, like a long time ago. But I think positively, I'm kind of piggybacking off what Josh said, is with songs like Noske, what I take positively from that is that that's something that we never would have done before. I don't think we ever would have had the comfort to have written a song that was like that and go, this is just going to get put on this EP as a minute and 50. It's in and out. It's really pretty. It's constant singing. I just don't think we would have done that, but I'm really glad that we did. And I think that's a real positive, because I think it's just set like a framework up for being comfortable in writing out of our comfort zone. And now I think our comfort zone is a lot broader.
Yeah.
That's a really good thing.
Absolutely. Hell
It's
yeah.
great for the future.
So for this question, I want you guys to picture you're on tour, or you're at a gas station for a rest stop, but what is your snack of choice?
Oh my god!
This is
Now you're awake.
I'm gonna fucking ask you now.
This is good. No. So whenever we go on shows, sorry, my headphones are caught on something.
Oh.
And whenever we're driving after shows and it's like really late, we always do tier lists of everything. We've done road signs, speed limits, fucking
Road signs. Wait, no.
You lost me there.
It gets deep.
No, you caught me there. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, road signs. Like
Yeah,
some of
road
them are lit,
signs.
some of them are shit. It's just the way it is.
That's just the way it
No,
is.
you're
Some of them-
right.
Some of them are informative, and some of them are not informative.
Yeah,
And
like the
that's
guy
what
with the
road-
spade.
Yeah. What's
Like,
he
what the
doing?
fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah, what am I supposed to
doing?
do with that?
Snack of choice if we're pulling over. Okay, well, we do this all the
Yeah,
time.
but this is
so-
deep. Like, what snap? Like, it's could
I'm-
be chocolate. It could be crisps.
Well, let's do
It could-
meal deal then.
Yeah, meal deal.
Goated meal deal.
Goated meal deal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
where-
you have meal deals out there?
No, what is that?
Oh, so
Oh,
a meal
my
deal
lord.
would just be a discounted collection. So like you could get
Oh,
a
yeah.
snack,
We have
sandwich,
those.
a drink for
Yeah.
a set price, you know.
Or-
So it would be
or
like
something.
here it's like £3, £3.50, and you get like a sandwich, a snack, and a drink. So
Oh my god, what a deal! What
Yeah,
a real deal.
I mean, it is really.
yeah, it's shit, but it's a deal.
Yeah,
wow,
What
it
a
tastes
deal.
awful, but
Like factory made sandwiches. It's not like
oh,
Yeah.
no love.
it's not
well,
that Whole Foods.
If we did a meal deal, then can this be from anywhere?
It could be from wherever you want.
I'm going to say from Tesco's. All right, so
Tesco's
meal
is our
deal.
supermarket. in
Yeah.
case you
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
not
Yeah, I
not
think
quite a
you're
gas
right.
station, is it?
That's not.
Oh,
Well,
no,
no, they do sell.
incorrect.
They do
Oh.
sell. They
Fuck,
do sell. Yeah, they do sell meal deals.
Brush up on your UK shit, Glory.
Jesus, dude, I'll do research next time. I'm sorry, I thought I got you.
I
Damn.
got passionate about that Tesco's.
You
there.
did. You really did.
Mine's going to be a. What's it called? A no hoisin duck.
The duck wrap.
The duck, yeah,
Yeah.
the vegan duck wrap
Yeah.
with a bottle of. I'm within arm's reach, so original Lucozade.
Oh, fuck off.
Original Lucozade and Thai
It's-
sweet chicken McCoy's crisps.
Mm.
Okay. I'm gas station. I'm hoping that it's a BP
I love that.
because I'll be getting a one of the vegan chicken and chorizo sandwiches. from
Massive,
BP.
massive selection.
I'll be getting a Fanta Orange Zero Sugar,
Love that.
and I'll be getting a Trek Biscoff protein flapjack.
Oh,
Mm.
good choice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Choices.
Solid.
Making
And
me
it's
hungry
really-
as fuck.
If I'm really feeling up for it, I will get some flaming hot Cheetos.
Oh, flaming hot Cheetos.
Ooh,
good,
solid addition.
So-
Yeah,
Yeah, so
good
good.
all around. Mhm.
Yeah.
And on the topic of food, if the band was a dish, what dish would the band be and why?
I'm gonna say a curry
Yeah.
because we'll go through you so hard you'll shit yourself.
Oh,
Sublime.
is that your tagline for the band? Is that
Yeah, that's
gonna
what.
put that
That's
on a
why I
shirt?
listen to music
Yeah.
really loud.
Yeah.
That's a new
Oh,
Instagram
okay.
bio.
right? For real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we
Can't-
locking that in? Is that like?
Well, I'll tell you what. That could be my answer. What were your answers?
Mine would be. I think we would be a pad thai because we're a bit slippery,
Right.
Mhm.
but we're also a bit fruity and a
Right.
little bit.
Nice.
zesty.
Oh,
Yeah, all right then.
All right.
Yeah.
Uh,
Lock it in. Mhm.
Okay.
and for the last couple questions, going to shift completely away from music and go straight to death row.
Boom.
So, if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
Last meal. That's easy for me. I'll be having a. Oh, this is a good question.
Last meal before I.
Oh.
die.
Okay.
You were so confident.
No, yeah, but then I just realized that if I'm dying, I'm not fucking vegan anymore. Like,
Yeah.
so this has just actually opened me up to a whole world of shit. When you say meal, does it have to be like one thing, or can I conglomerate a meal myself?
you can have an appetizer, entree, and dessert if you want, man.
Okay,
Oh.
perfect. I'm having a big tasty
I love
Mhm.
that
from McDonald's.
Yeah, I
I'm
love
having
that.
a tuna sweet corn mayo pasta.
from Greg's.
No, from me. I'm
From
making
me.
it. I'm having Ben and Jerry's fish food ice cream,
Oh yeah.
Mm.
and
That's
I might actually stick with the. I'm gonna have a white monster.
Ooh.
I
Wow,
just-
you're gonna be fucking
I'm gonna be jacked. and then I'm gonna
jazzed.
I'm
die.
gonna be jacked.
Like-
I'm dying, I'm gonna
Yeah.
shit it all out.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going with.
Jesus. Is
What a
there just a
visual.
fixation with just shit in this episode? What's going on here?
Hey, we're not asking the food questions around.
wait, it doesn't all. You know what? Yeah, sure.
I've asked them a lot of times. They don't typically go to shit.
Exactly. Yeah. Jesus.
I'm
Jeez.
gonna go with. I'm gonna go simple. It's gonna be garlic bread and lasagna. with lemonade.
Oh,
Cool.
that's a good ass last meal. Hell
Uh,
yeah.
They all go together quite well.
I
like
thought
garlic bread, like
a
lasagna.
big tasty and tuna pasta goes quite well as well. With a white monster to wash
With
it
a
down.
white monster. Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking.
I love
Oh
that.
my God. And if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
Hogwarts.
What house are you?
Oh, I actually the last time I did one was Slytherin.
Interesting. Determination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll stab my best friend in the back if I have to just to get something.
Oh,
Oh
well. A little awkward now, huh?
Better watch out over there.
Oh
Yeah, I'm going straight to Hogwarts. Like
Dope.
I'm gonna go anything in the Star Wars universe.
anything.
Anywhere, anytime.
What,
I haven't decided yet.
Well,
what about Alderaan post explosion?
Alderaan post explosion.
Would you go there?
fuck.
I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't go there.
So I guess not anywhere at any time, huh?
Oh, the Death Star wasn't it destroyed
Mm.
Alderaan.
Yeah.
in,
Yeah. That's
in
not
New
good.
Hope.
Is it?
That's not good.
Yeah.
at all. That's not good. No.
Mm. Mm.
So not there.
Okay.
Not there.
Anywhere else though, at any time.
I'd actually go to Minecraft as well.
Oh my God, I love that.
Can you imagine
No,
that?
I want to go to Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's go.
Hell yeah.
We're big into Sea of Thieves.
Yeah,
at
we
the
play a
moment.
lot of Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And I've thought of asking the last question. Every single person we've spoken to have said that it is the most important question. What is your favorite color?
I haven't thought about this for about 15 years.
Hell yeah.
I'm not gonna. I don't think black should be an answer,
Yeah.
even though everything I own is
My
black.
obvious choice.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, everything I own is black,
It's too boring.
Except what you're wearing right now.
except what I'm wearing right now
Yeah.
because
Both of you.
because we are both
didn't
wearing
plan
white.
this.
Well, no, it was
Aw.
about 2 minutes to 9, and I was like, "Shit, it's at 9,
Yeah.
not 9:30." So I grabbed the closest thing to me, and it was this. I'm gonna say I do like a bit of red.
Yeah, red's nice.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm going with like a. Can I say grey? Is grey a? Are we saying black's not a color? Grey's not a color.
You can have grey.
Gunmetal.
Yeah,
grey.
I'd give you grey.
Oh, okay, gunmetal grey. Yeah,
Gunmetal
that's
grey.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd go
Oh,
hard.
actually, I might. Can I change mine? I might
Oh.
change it to. I think I might change it to green.
I love that.
Oh,
Like a good green.
Yeah.
love
like
that for you.
a guitar.
I
Like,
love
that's
that.
a good green.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Good
That
green.
is a nice green on your guitar as well, Josh.
I don't know what color green it is, but I'm gonna assume it's like a dark green,
It is. I can. It's wait.
a forest, maybe an emerald.
Yeah, I don't know how well it will show up on camera.
Oh god damn, that is a beautiful green.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a nice kind of like muted, but like little bit of blue in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very. It's a good green.
Yeah.
Agreed. So as I said, that's all the questions I have today. Is there anything that you guys would like to plug?
Mhm.
Yeah. Obviously, we've just talked about our EP, 6 Day for Everything. If you're listening from the UK, we got our first headline show on the 8th of May. We got a bunch of shows up and down the country this summer, which is going to be sick.
Very much almost sold out the headline show as well. So
Yes.
if you want to get tickets,
Unless this goes out after the headline show.
in which case,
In which case,
You
that
ain't
was sick.
coming.
Or
Headline show was awesome. You should have been there.
yeah, you missed out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, loads of shows.
Yeah.
Some cool festivals coming up.
Yeah.
And yeah, just keep listening if you are.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, thank you for silence, guys. It's been Jacob and Josh from Tropic Gold, and we have been the Good Noise Podcast.